Hello everyone, I am Yashwant Kumar and today I am going to solve a problem which is provided by Babbar. He is from Amazon and he has provided a sheet which are having about 450 DSA questions. Today I am going to solve this merge intervals. This is a very important problem. And cadence I have solved before, and I think link will be in description. Now you can check out for this question as well. This is very important question, very important question, but this is also an important question, merge interval. And last time when I have interviewed with Amazon, then on that time this question was asked, and I have experience about this question in Amazon interview. Okay, let's start with this question. Oh, I have already opened this. Okay, then coming first, try to understand this question, what this question wants to ask. Then in this question it is given that there is a intervals, means array having the intervals, and in every list in Python stuff we can say array as list. Okay, then in every array or in every list there is a sublist, means list of list, and inside that list there is a starting time, starting interval, and ending time. Means there is a gap of interval from starting time to ending time, and I have to merge those intervals who are overlapping with each other. Means suppose I am started working with started working at 9 o'clock. Okay, and and ending at about 4 o'clock evening. Okay, and another work I have started, that is 3 p.m., means 3 o'clock at the evening, and I have an ending of that work at 6 o'clock p.m. Then you can understand that my starting point will be the 9 o'clock, and my work is end, means ending point will be 6 o'clock, because suppose that from 9 to 4 I have one work and 3 to 6 another work, but I have not leave that office at 4 p.m. And because I have I have scheduled another work from 3 p.m. as well. So there is the overlapping of time, and my last ending time is 6 p.m. Then after, so here you can also see that here starting time is 1 and ending time is 3, but there is another work comes at the time work, and at the time 2, and ending time is 6. Then you can see here is the overlapping, because 3 is less than 2, means if a person is working from 1 to 3, then times come at the 2. On that time it is, here is the overlapping. Then then after we can see that the starting time will be 1 and ending time will be 6. Okay, here it is shown in the answer, the starting time is 1 and ending time is 6. Here you can here also that starting time is 8, ending time is 10, and here the starting time is 15 and ending time is 18. Means a person started work at 10 at 8, and he's completed his work at 10, and another work is scheduled as 15. Means there is no overlapping, means he can do some another work, or he can um, go to the home in between this time 10 to 15. Okay, so there is no work in between 10 to 15, that's why there is no overlapping. So our final answer will be 1 to 6, 8 to 10, and 15 to 18. Okay, and by this you can now you are able to think what is the basic idea for the solution, for the coding. Means what I have to do, I have to just check, is this element is greater or equal to this element, means this element is and this element are both overlapping, then if our condition is true, then what we will do, we will just leave this part and just take this element and make a single period of time, means we have merged that interval. Okay, if this element and this element is not overlapping, then we do not need to merge. Now coming to the coding part. Now at the coding part, first base case is that if our list is empty, okay, or none. Okay, let's start. If intervals, I think spelling is wrong, interval intervals is none, or length of intervals is equal to 0. 0 means there is empty list, and I am solving every question in Python. Then what we will just return. Okay, and we can return none, or we can return empty list as well. There is no problem with it. Okay, if there is no empty list, there is some element inside the list, then we will do some work. Okay, so then just start. First we can see that any merge interval, this is the first element, come in that merge interval. Then firstly I will start and I will create new array, means new list, that is merge interval. Okay, and just append the first element inside this new list. Okay, intervals intervals. Okay, now then after I can check that the previous that this is the first element, means we can say that if suppose there is another element as well, and another element as well, then we can then we can see that every element will be differ, means there is no overlapping, because when we will do something, then there will be no overlapping as well. And last element only we will consider, we will take in our conditions only last element. Okay, you can see in our code in a little while. Okay, firstly I will sort these intervals. Okay, it is up to us. I think if we will sort this, then that lowest element will come at the first, and highest element will come at the last. So I think sort, first we sort this, then sort this intervals dot sort. Okay, due to sorting, if there is intervals, if intervals are written in different form, then I don't think that there will be any test case where intervals are not in sorted order. But for the for if there is something wrong in test cases, then sorting is very important for that. So first sort that interval. Okay, then after I will just loop over that interval. For I in, okay, and as we have seen that first element I have also I have in merge interval, then I will start with first element, means I will leave that 0th element, and I will ending with last element. Okay, then I will just take out the elements. Okay, I will take x1 is okay, I am just taking this. X1 is intervals of I and 0th. Okay, and x2 is intervals of I and first element. Okay, here it is the 0th element and it is the first element. Now I will take the merge intervals last element, as I have already told that I will take only last element in consideration, because before the last element everything will be okay. There is nothing, there is no any interval which are overlapped, because we have already done that processes, and at the starting there is only one element, that's why last element will be this element. Okay, then just take a name at y1. Y1 will be merge interval. Okay, merge interval where length of merge interval -1 means this is the last element. We can also write only -1, that will also work, but why we will take a chance, just use everything. Okay, then again we will take the last element. Oh, last element is first element. Okay, and here is something wrong, that is length. We can take the length. Okay, now real work will come. If y2 means y2 at the starting, y2 is here this, and x1 is this. If y2 is greater than or equal to, means if y2 is greater than equal to what, which element, x1, right? Then we will just, what we will do, we will, if both are overlapping, then we will take this first element and we will take this last element and just make a single element. But there is something fishy here. It may be chance that this is 1 to 10. It may be chance this is first interval is from 1 to 10 and second interval is between the 1 to 10, means 2 to 6. Okay, the second interval is 2 to 6, but this interval is 1 to 10. But if we will take this element 1 to 6, then here is 10 is greater than this 6, then I must take this 10, because interval is 1 to 10. 1 to so we must check the interval which is having greater value. Okay, so this, in this element we will take the maximum, and here in this element, in these elements I will take the minimum. Okay, so let's take here, I will take the minimum of x1 and y1, and I will take the maximum of x2 and y2. Okay, suppose our condition is not fulfilling, then it will come in the else part, means y2 is not greater than, here as it is shown that y2 is not greater than x1. Then what we will do, we will just append, in our merge interval. What is the interval? It is here. Okay, we will just append this intervals of I. Okay, and after doing every word, we will just return merge interval. Okay, let's try to run. I'm trying to run, and here is something wrong. What is the name? Error, intervals is not defined. Oh, interval spelling is mistake. I think it may be chance it will work. Yeah, it worked. And after this That is wrong answer. I don't know why. Just 1 minute. Okay, let's try. The problem is there. Before sorting this, I have just appending the first element here. Before sorting this element is appended this, and that's why answer is coming like that. So I have just taken over here, and now it will work, I think. Okay, let's see. Now you can see that it has been accepted, and what will the time complexity. Now come at the point of time complexity, it is I think in Boolean notation it is ON, and if space complexity, here I have used full space means ON space complexity, it also worst case. Okay, so that's all.